for the Rams.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. Defense. Jacob Phillips gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now it's Ginn.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. And that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover,
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On 2nd down, Tua. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. They'll run on first down with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run on first down. Akers. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Akers shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Akers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down now, Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Again, it'll be Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Vikings nothing. Sam Sloman to kick off for the Rams.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Jacob Phillips.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
But the man is Komet, the tight end.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Two and a throw again. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He'll get that complete to his tight end Komet. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Able to find Harris, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
The 45-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Fighting Harris over the middle. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again here with Akers. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On the counter, this is Akers. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Cam Akers, the ball
Brandon, all
carrier.
things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's third down.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Shakes off the sand. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Darrell Taylor drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Cam Akers.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Rams 17, Vikings 10. Sam Sloman to kick off for the Rams.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Again, he finds an opening. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Going right back to Akers. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the counter. Akers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
17.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the form of deep. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Jacob Phillips in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Loss of 12 brings up third down.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson will pick, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Los Angeles, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up